We rolled into Tellico Plains in that perfect late afternoon light that makes everything feel like the start of an adventure. 4 bikes, 4 friends, and the kind of mountain air that instantly reminds you why places like this have become legendary among riders. After carving our way through the sweeping roads of the Cherokee foothills, we were finally pulling into Smitty's Motorcycle Lodge, our home for the night and a place that's become something of an institution for motorcyclists exploring eastern Tennessee. If you've ever ridden this part of the country, you've probably heard of Smitty's, tucked right in the heart of Tellico Plains. It's more than just a campground, it's a gathering place for riders from all over the country. Built specifically with motorcyclists in mind, the lodge has that laid-back, no-frills atmosphere that feels instantly familiar. There's a kind of unspoken understanding here. Everyone who rolls in here has a story, a destination, or at the very least, a favorite road they can't wait to tell you about. As soon as we shut down the bikes, the quiet settled in. Not silence exactly, just the sound of cooling engines ticking, distant laughter from other campers, and the rustle of the trees in the breeze. It's one of those sounds that every rider knows well, the signal that the miles are behind you and camp is ahead. We picked out our spots and got to work setting up camp. There's always a rhythm to it when you've done it enough times. One guy starts unloading tents, another is wrestling with poles, and somebody inevitably realizes they packed the stakes in the wrong bag. There's good-natured trash talk, plenty of laughs, and a lot of, "You sure that thing's straight?" while trying to get tents pitched before dark. Within half an hour, our little camp had taken shape. Tents stood around the picnic table, riding gear hung from bikes to air out, and helmets sat lined up like trophies from the day's ride. That's one of the things that makes motorcycle camping different. There's a simplicity to it. Everything you need is strapped to your machine, and by the time camp is set up, there's a real sense of accomplishment. You've carried your shelter, your clothes, your tools, your whole temporary world through mountain roads to this exact spot. With camp squared away, we spent the evening soaking in everything that makes Smitty special. Riders swapped route recommendations, stories drifted across the campground, and every few minutes another bike would rumble in, adding to the atmosphere. There's something about places like this that reminds you that motorcycling is bigger than just a ride itself. It's the people, the shared appreciation for the road, and the understanding that no matter where you're from, if you've arrived on 2 wheels, you're among friends. The night came easy. The mountain air cooled just enough to make crawling into the sleeping bag feel perfect. After a full day in the saddle, sleep comes fast. The kind of deep, uninterrupted rest that only happens after hours spent chasing curves and breathing in fresh Appalachian air. By morning, the campground slowly came alive. The first sounds were zippers opening on tents and boots crunching on gravel. Sunlight filtered through the trees, catching dew on the bikes and casting long shadows across camp. Breaking down camp is always a little bittersweet. There's that efficient choreography that riders develop, with sleeping bags rolling tight, tents folded down, dry bags cinched shut, and gear lashed securely back onto the bikes. In less than an hour, our little campsite disappeared as if we'd never been there. Just before heading back to the road, there was one essential stop: Tellico Grains Bakery. If Smitty's is a rite of passage for riders, Tellico Grains is the reward the next morning. Housed in a beautifully restored historic grain storage building dated back to the early 1900s, Tellico Grains has become one of the most beloved spots in town. What was once part of Tellico Plains' agricultural backbone has been transformed into a bakery and cafe that perfectly blends local history with seriously good food. Walking in, the smell hits you. First, fresh bread, pastries, cinnamon, and then coffee. It's impossible not to stop for a second and just take it in. The bakery is known for its wood-fired artisan breads, giant cinnamon rolls, and scratch-made pastries. Breakfast dishes that somehow taste even better after a night of camping. Riders, hikers, locals, everyone seems to end up here eventually. We grabbed a table, peeled off gloves and jackets, and settled in over hot coffee and plates loaded with breakfast. There's something unbeatable about the first meal after breaking camp. The conversation is slower, the laughs come easier, and everyone is already replaying the best corners from the day before while planning the miles ahead. Outside, our bikes sat lined up along the street, loaded and ready. Inside, with coffee steaming and the smell of fresh bread filling the room, there was that unmistakable feeling that every great motorcycle trip gives you. The sense that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Tellico Plains has a way of doing that. Between legendary roads like the Cherahela Skyway, rider-friendly places like Smitty's, and local gems like the Tellico Grains, it's more than just a stop on the map. It's a destination built for people who understand that the journey is every bit as important as wherever the road leads you to next. And as we fired up our bikes, pulled out onto the street, and pointed ourselves toward another day of mountain curves, one thing was certain: this would not be our last night here in Tellico Plains. We will be back. Thank you everybody for watching. Take care, be safe, and I will see you out there in America on two wheels.